What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag, to you. All right, first off, I watched this show. I went along with it with the recorded version because I had to keep on stopping it. And I was so far behind and obviously losing so many facts because I was drinking that I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. So the video that I recorded, first I had on like a do-rag or something, looking crazy to the motherfucker, and then I tossed on this wig. Either way, the video had to be about 500,000 hours. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to wing it and go with what it is that I remember now that I'm a little bit more lucid than to just attempt to edit something that ridiculously long. Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to try to go by storylines that I remember about each fucking person. Okay. Minnie. Minnie and her mother have a talk because her dog got basically her mother kicked out of her apartment. So she only got 1 month to live there because they found out she had a dog and she got nowhere to live. So Minnie, of course, has to let her mother live with her because she's like 30 something and her mother been letting her live with her and she just moved the fuck out. But she like, well, it's my apartment, so yeah, I'm gonna be in charge and all this and all that. And her mother like, yeah, whatever. At some point, old dude comes over for dinner. Mama invades the whole shit. First of all, Minnie is lying at the dinner, so she's supposed to do dinner, right? But she ordered food out to try to trick him because I'm thinking that maybe she can't cook. And she put it all on the plate, so he rang the doorbell. And he like, ooh, this food's so good. She was like, yes, I was working so hard on it. He's like, but it's so, ooh, it's chilly up in this kitchen. Like, almost like it ain't no heat. And she laughing and shit. And she was like, okay, I bought the food. I ordered out. So her mother come downstairs and fucked up the whole flow. And she was like, what's going on? He was like, well, she was supposed to cook for me. But I found out that she ordered this shit from outside. And she was like, yeah, you done been flim-flam. Flim-flam, that motherfucker can't cook. She can't cook shit. And he was like, well, you know, just don't start lying. And what I'm just saying is, I need many, okay. I understand you got some sort of ridiculous ass self-esteem issues and all that kind of shit, but I'm gonna need you, bitch, to please stop lying about stuff it ain't even worth lying about. I mean, lie about something where somebody gonna fuck you up or beat you up and you scared that you gonna lose your job. Don't just lie about stuff that don't fucking matter. Tell a motherfucker that you didn't feel like cooking. You was tired. You ordered some stuff out. You just wanted to chill. You can't cook. You don't know how to make the recipe for the shit that you wanted. Something within the lines of truth that you can say and still have a fucking good time. What makes you think that your life is so pathetic that nobody can understand it, that no one will find any humor in anything about your life? No, it has no value, that you have to just always make something up? That shit is just it's a bit of a deeper problem. So yeah, it's funny that you try to lie about it if you hadn't been lying about so many other things. Like, I really need you to chill the fuck out. And definitely, yeah, Minnie gonna need some help. She gonna need some psychological help. Okay. I think at the very beginning, old girl Tanya and her little friend Sam is talking about what is this motherfucker, her baby father's name? Her baby father is supposed to be coming by and shit. Where my notebook at? I was gonna call that nigga Leroy. Whatever. I'm gonna call him Leroy for right now because I can't remember his name, right? But Leroy supposed to be coming in. Okay, upon further clarification, his name is Nico. It is not Leroy, okay? So he is supposed to be coming into town to hang out with his son, except that, he is the deadbeat dad out of the two dads, okay? Okay, so Miss Tanya has 2 kids, 2 different fathers, one of them being a bad and or trashy deadbeat dad, and the other one, I guess, kind of being the kind of dad that is around and that she is afraid that loves the kids so much that he might steal them. The one who was coming to visit is not the loving one, okay? The loving, stalking one, which it would seem like they were trying to make it seem like he was going to be him. And I got to tell you, it was a very confusing scene at the fucking beginning, especially since I had been drinking. And I'm like, wait a minute. So Nico's coming, but then Jaden is the one with the kids. So he's not bringing the kids because he doesn't have the kids, but he's just coming and he's the bad father, but the kid is not there. Yeah, all of that. All of that fucking confusion. So apparently, the deadbeat dad is coming to visit her while her kids are with the father who gives a fuck about them. And he is deciding that apparently he wants to move to Atlanta to be closer to his child that he does not pay for or pay any attention to be closer to him. I'm thinking, much like everybody else on the show, he's just trying to quit his job because it's penny ante and he would like to move where the money is and get a check for any apparent fucking reason that he could get his raggedy ass on TV. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. That's going to be the ploy to get his punk ass there. So he's coming even though his kid is not there, so that he can basically, I guess, look around the town and see what it is that he can like get into or move into or whatever. Okay, the twins. They hang out with Juicy and they're like, look, we're looking for management. And Juicy's like, well, I think that a manager will probably take about 10%, which is incorrect because that would be an agent. But yeah, a manager, I wouldn't give them any more than 10%. But yeah, you need an agent. And they're like, well, we want to expand and do more stuff and blah, 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 whatever. Well, I know some people, but I need to know you're serious. Okay, so supposedly they're serious. So they meet with Arts Entertainment Management, AEM. Don't give me the line. Whatever the fuck it was called. They were somewhere and they were meeting with a manager, okay, for their career. And they're like, okay, well, great meeting you guys. So what is it that you're looking for us to represent you for? Oh, well, we had used to been twerking. And that was like our job, our occupation. He just gonna snore like that. Anyway, yeah. Also, the occupation seems very snorelicious as well. Now, first off, you don't tell a motherfucker body that you are, I was a twerker. Like, that is a real motherfucking job. They're like, well, we got to do more stuff than that. Like, we got to expand our life. We got to do, like, more different, exciting stuff and stuff. And the lady was like, yeah, well, what are you guys looking into doing? Oh, well, we want to do, like, modeling, like, eyelashes and, like, makeup and stuff and this and that. And they was like, oh, okay, so you want to be eyelash models. Yeah, and we go also like model clothes for little people. I'm like, all right, chunkies, I see where you're going with this. And they were like, okay, well, we think that we could work with you guys. I think that would be pretty good. And one of the twins just called herself, like, putting her foot down, like, okay, so what's gonna be like the arrangement about this shit? Like, tell me some numbers. Well, we would be looking for 15%, and they look at each other like, and a 3-year contract. They're like, that's too long. That's too long. So they like, 15% is pretty steep and 3 years is too fucking long. I'm going to say 3 years seems a little steep. 15%, it is actually right on par for a manager. It is 10% for an agent. It is 15% for a manager. It is not 10% for a manager. I do not know why Juicy told them that, unless, of course, she has a manager / agent or person who does all of her bookings and her workings and everything together as one person, which kind of seems like maybe they should even get more. But if they're taking on the role of one thing and only doing 10%, then yay, they totally need to get with her bitch, okay? So they really want somebody who's on board with doing all this stuff for them individually, but they're twins, so they're like a package. So they want somebody who knows how to market them and all this stuff and blah blah blah. So they call themselves working on like a little package or whatever. So they're like, all right, well, we're gonna give you some time. and then you get back to us. So a couple of days later, they talked them into having like a photo shoot. So they come for their little photo shoot, and they're cute and they're adorable, and the people are like, oh my god, they're so adorable and they're so cute and all that and all that. So at the end, they're like, so have you guys given any thought to, you know, our offer? And they're like, yeah, 15% is a little bit steep, and definitely 3 years. Yeah, we don't want to do 3 years. We like to do 3 months. And they're like, you talking to us, the professionals, or you motherfuckers that sitting over here on the sidelines making shit up? Bitch, 3 months? Now come on now. Now come on now. Now that was absolutely ridiculous. Okay. First off, let's keep in mind that an agent and or a manager works by making sure that you work. Okay. So if they're worth their weight in gold, then yeah, they're going to be trying to get you work so that they can make some money. They would like to make their commission off of your motherfucking ass. Now I have had agents, and I've seen tons of agents and things like that fuck people's lives over and don't really do anything for them. But for the most part, if you hire an agent or a manager, they want to make as much money as they can, so they're going to be attempting to sell you like the video film whore that they need you to be. Okay, so yeah, 3 months is okay. Getting your headshots, getting your things together, getting everything aligned, getting your website set up so that you could be able to be submitted on a constant basis might take, you know, a month. And who's to say how many bookings you're going to be even getting like right at the beginning? Like 3 months is definitely, absolutely not enough time for any agent or agency or management company to show you what it is that they have in store for you, or to show you, you know, how they operate or anything like that. Like, that was completely unreasonable. And I would not blame this management company if they just dissed the fuck out of these motherfuckers, because apparently they don't know how shit works. So they've been managing themselves, and they think that they can come in, you know, oh, this and this and that because Juicy said it. But you know what? Like I said, Juicy's arrangement must be quite motherfucking different than the fucking average. But you bitches need to learn the average. Google it, okay? Yeah. You are barking up the wrong motherfucking tree, and you about to lose a whole bunch of fucking shit that might be up your alley, because these people think that you guys are really, really cute, very, very marketable, and they think that you would be pretty good in doing some other things other than, you know, ass shaking, if that is a real profession. Okay, and I also just want to say that the dude that was with her, with old girl, in the management company, the little chubby dude, don't he look like I See Dead People? Like the little boy, I don't know what the fuck his name is, something almost or whatever the fuck. Stop snoring! Anyway, it's not Edward James Olmos, it's like the little boy, his last, it's whatever. But he in the movie where he be like, I see dead people. Tell me that little fat motherfucker don't look like I See Dead People. Is that him? I know he ain't no agent now. He gotta still be. No, he could be like Macaulay Culkin and kind of just gave the shit up because he got so much money. Because you know these little white kids be making a ton of motherfucking cash to boot for the rest of their motherfucking life, and they've never gotta work again. So that might be I See Dead People, and he might have just got fat and chubby and don't even give a fuck no more. But it might not be. I mean, who's to fucking say? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments when y'all go back and look at that little nigga, right? Who else is in this shit? Money and Moreland. Okay, so they go for the little tuxedo fitting or whatever. She act like she got a bad vibe from the way that he was acting, not as jovial and excited as she had wanted and or anticipated. So like the next time that she see him, she like, you know what, what's up, what's the motherfucking problem? And he like, you know what, I've been thinking about some shit. I don't like the way your family came at me and all of this, and you know what, I'm pretty sick of this whole shit. Like, I don't want to have no beef with your family. I don't want no more motherfucking problems. I want things to go through smoothly like I thought they was gonna be, but this shit happened. What I'm saying is, why the fuck is he even worried about that shit after it already happened? Like, literally ain't nothing happening to him right now, but he acting like her father coming through and not liking him was like the worst thing in the world. Which, I mean, it was awkward, it was weird. And then for her other father to come and do the same thing, yeah, it's fucking awkward and it's weird, but it's like whatever. She made a truce, like, okay, both of y'all can walk me down the aisle. I don't know what his motherfucking problem is, but it seemed like he just trying to weasel out of some shit and start some fucking fights with her. But she ain't really going for the shit. She like, all right, well, I'm just gonna try to be cool with it. And she getting a little bit scared because she like, okay, well, the way he acting is like, if anything go fucking wrong, if I do or say any fucking thing, like, he's just gonna be out of this bitch. Like, yeah, he acting like very trigger happy with the running away, getting very runaway groom on her motherfucking ass. So, yeah, and I don't think, and I'm gonna tell you one thing about Money and Me. I do not care for her. She is ugly. Her head is enormous. Her hair is ridiculous on such a constant basis. That ridiculous little tooth on the fucking side pisses me off. Her square ass nose, her enormous fucking forehead, her stumpy ass fucking excessively big for a little person ass body, her dumb ass accent. Just so many fucking things about Money just piss me off and annoy me. Just so you can know that I'm not in said motherfucker's corner. I'm not in Tiffany's fucking corner. But nobody deserves to fucking just be sitting around scared that they can't fucking be themselves because the motherfucker might not marry them. Like, I'm just saying, if she got to change herself this motherfucking hard. I mean, I understand him not wanting to be with nobody that's acting ridiculous and thug-like. But damn, she can't do nothing. Her father can't have reservations. That's a reflection on her. Get the fuck out of here. Get your punk ass. First of all, bitch, if my motherfucker, you know what I would do is call my motherfucking daddy again. I'll be like, daddy, he acting up. And he acting like he mad that you was asking him questions. He don't like to be motherfucking questioned. He don't think that I'm fucking worth it. Sure would have my daddy bring his motherfucking raggedy ass back on out there to have another motherfucking talk with him because, bitch, you better learn me, okay? No. A girl with two daddies, you don't get to talk shit to them and have her chasing behind you and all of this like you some big motherfucking deal. Bitch, you just became a motherfucking truck driver, okay? And she lonely than a motherfucker. Don't get played having her fucking and sucking somebody else behind your back while you got your raggedy ass running around talking tough shit, okay? And I'm sure you could be doing the same thing, but it ain't gonna be nothing nice for this marriage and or relationship. So get it together or leave it alone. Or just be with ugly ass Money like you supposed to be doing, alright? Now who the fuck else is on this motherfucking show? Amanda, I don't think she did nothing. Andrea, did they do anything other than that? No, that's that. The Juicy didn't do anything. Alright, so you know what? I'm just gonna skip on to the end to this little dinner thing that they was having. The dinner went completely motherfucking awry because, okay, Sam and Juicy had met up to get their toes done, and Sam told Juicy that, oh fuck, why can't I remember his name? Nico. Nico. Nico was coming to town, and she was like, who that? Well, that's her baby father. Well, what they got going on? Oh, nothing, they just friends, and we gonna find out. We gonna ask some questions. I got so many questions. All right, so when they get there, they're like, okay, so what's your name? Your name Nico? So how long y'all been together? Oh, we knew each other for 10 years. So, oh, that's your babe, that's your boo. No, he's just my friend. He your friend. And y'all got a baby? So, friend, where you living at? Where you staying at? When you going back home? What's your middle name? What's your daddy name? Well, I was going to be going home tomorrow, but I'm going to be looking for a place to stay out here because I want to be close to my son. Oh, so you came out here? Yeah, he just my friend. He only out here to be with his son. Well, where your son at, though? Cricket. Yeah, his son ain't there. Tanya is getting like stressed out because she's starting to feel played because she's playing herself basically. You know you brought that motherfucker out there to do some extra shit because even when she went to pick him up at the airport, he like, oh, girl, you're so cute. You look good. You look good too. Oh, I just want to eat you. Is that friendship talk? Or is that daddy talk? Daddy, I just want to love you, babe. All right. My voice is a little deep, so sometimes I'll be trying to take it there. But anyway, yeah. It seems, and she says some shit about whenever they're together, like old feelings coming up and all that kind of shit. So she knows she want to fuck. She damn sure know that he want to fuck. So, and the baby's not there. They start bombarding them with all kinds of questions. He seems to be getting annoyed, but she seems to be getting more annoyed. So he basically is like, look, this is very sensitive and blah, blah, blah. She don't want to talk about this, whatever. She gets up. She motherfucking run out, right? Or did this happen after? Whatever, who cares? Okay, I'm just going to say the sentences. I don't know the order that they all fucking came in because, like I said, that video was longer than the motherfucker. She got up. She left. And she needed like air, so he like ran after her, and she was like, "Oh, I was just overwhelmed." And Sam came out there and made sure she was all right. They came back to the table, and Juicy and Minnie is like, "Oh, so where you gonna be staying? When you going back?" "Oh, he going back home tomorrow. He gonna be looking for a place." And well, I don't know why you don't just stay with Tanya. I mean, if you're the kid's father and she already knows you, you guys already have a history. Then so it seems like the girls are kind of thinking more on the lines that they really are kind of together or getting together, but they're just kind of playing the role like they're just like, friends, and kind of in a more playful way, whereas they are taking it way more seriously and getting way more bent out of shape, especially Tanya. Now, it's very odd to me that Tanya, who is just all up in Minnie's business, her and Sam, like, oh, well, I think Minnie, who I don't really even know, who never even told me this lie, she definitely owes me an explanation, the new person. But now you a new bitch, and you bring an extra new motherfucker up there, and Minnie can't ask a question. Nobody can ask you no questions, because now it's just like, why are you in my business? Like, this is our business. Like, this is personal. Like, this is... So everything about Tanya, I'm already seeing her motherfucking little double standard, that she can know people's shit, and she can go and she can look up people's shit and see if you've been arrested and pass around your motherfucking mugshot and make you seem like a horrible fucking person. But any shit that seem a little bit iffy with her, like her giving her kids away to one baby father, and then you find out that she got another baby father coming over to fuck her or visit her or whatever, move in with her while her kids is with the other baby father. Now that's some stank ass sounding shit. Now it might be very, very innocent, but I'm saying that shit sounds stank, and she don't want nobody to know. So she was like, well, when I tell you something, I wanted to just be within this house. Yeah. Because you know that motherfuckers will light your ass up just like you'll be lighting other motherfuckers up. But you want to come with that little zen shit with your little motherfucking sage, like you're so much cleaner than every motherfucking body else. Get your funky ass out of here, bitch. You just like every motherfucking body else on the motherfucking show. And they lit that ass up. So, they're saying this, and then Minnie boyfriend is like, well, look, I think, because he getting upset, he like, look, y'all upsetting her. Okay? What's his name? Nico, like, she don't like being bombarded, like, it's too many questions, blah, blah, blah. And, she just want to chill. We just friends. So Minnie boyfriend, the new dude on the show, was like, well, I don't think the girls was trying to, hurt her or bombard her or any of that type of shit. They just want to know, like, what are you doing with her? Like, what's your intentions? Are you with her for a reason, for a season, or what? And she like, well, I don't know why the fuck Minnie's boyfriend is asking any fucking questions. That's Tanya's little stank ass attitude. Then you got Andrea, and she was like, oh, well, girl, don't even bother with it. Like, for real, like, everybody gets asked questions. They ask Chris, like, so many questions, and, and she like, I don't know why she's trying to compare him to Chris. Because they're both deadbeat dads who were trying to get on the show to get free money without working. I mean, that's why I'm comparing him to Chris. That's not why you think that he's better and he's different. Even though I don't know why you fucking around with a guy who don't take care of your kid. And the other guy is taking care of him. So... Well, I guess she trusts, because she said in her last episode, well, they don't understand that I really trust my baby's father. So I guess she trusts all of them. Yeah, that's right. I tried to make it seem like she had a lot, like she was an ultra whore. Okay, it's only 2, and that doesn't make you a whore. And I don't really go around calling women whores anyway, unless I want to. And it usually it doesn't even have any basis of being a whore. It's just some shit that I feel like fucking calling you, because fuck you most of the time. But anyway, yeah. So he say that shit, and the dude is like, well, look, this and this and that, and whatever, whatever. Like, where I'm from, and her boyfriend Gary is like, I don't give a fuck where you from. And Andrea is like, look, I was just trying to say, you know, it comes with the territory. Like, we all question each other. People want to know who the fuck the person is that the person's dealing with. And they're like, I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. And, blah. And she just, not Andrea, what's the little girl name? Tanya. It's just like, oh. So she gets up and she, like, runs away. And, I can't remember his name. Lonnie, Kinsey, Zanzi, Nico. Nico runs after her, and Minnie says something, and she was like, just shut the fuck up. And she said, no, you shut the fuck up, bitch. And dude is running after her, and then Andrea is saying something like that. Fuck that. Like, why y'all think y'all better than everybody? Like, nobody can talk to y'all. Like, why the fuck you even coming to a dinner? Can't nobody ask you no questions or whatever. You think you're too good. Everybody ask my boyfriend questions. And they're like, shut the fuck up. Blah. No, you shut the fuck up. So she's yelling. Chris, when they were all yelling at the table, when Nico, why I keep thinking his name Lonnie? When Nico started getting loud, it seemed like Chris was trying to maybe do something noble, like actually come to Andrea's aid. It seemed like he might have been saying like, wait a minute, motherfucker, okay, my girl is talking to you, and you don't like what she's saying, but don't fucking be cursing at her, and don't be going to fuck off and huffing and puffing at her shit. He didn't ever get the words out because it got cut too short because dramatic ass Tanya had to get up and walk the fuck out. But I think that Chris was about to attempt to check a motherfucker, or at least say, hey, watch the way you talk to my bitch, okay? But before that could happen, they both walked out, and then Chris get up, and like he get ready to fight, so he is enraged. Okay, here's the thing. I get that Nico was out of control, that he was talking shit, that he was out of line, that he was way too aggressive, that Tanya is acting way too personal with her business, but don't give a fuck about, you know, talking shit or being all up in anybody else motherfucking business. Yeah, that is definitely hypocritical and all that. But I do not think that it should get to the point where anybody is fighting. Definitely not Chris. So angered that he is following behind them to fight them or anything. Like, people were bombarding her, her boyfriend, her friend tried to cover for her. People wasn't really trying to hear it. She got up, she ran away, he ran after her. She was like, shut the fuck up. And then, what? Then people ran after them, and then Chris is enraged. Like, really? Choose your battles, dude. So, I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. I don't think anything's going to happen, because I don't even know if I know that Chris can fight, or if I even think that he can. If I did, I do not think that he can beat that boy. And even if he could, I'm pretty sure he's not afraid. That boy is not scared. Nico, nah. He is unbothered, I'm certain. And I just don't think it's worth it. It's not even a real fight. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's silly. So I don't know how the shit gonna end, but next episode does not seem like there's any ongoing fight. So I'm gonna wind up thinking that it just kind of worked itself out, and they got in the car and they fucking left, and them other two motherfuckers just went back inside. So I don't think they gonna be longing to have dinner with each other anytime soon. But I need to still know, really, because I'm a nosy bitch, much like everybody else at the motherfucking table that wanted to know. And Juicy, did you see her? She was like, well, I just want to know. Well, just tell me. Girl, you can cry. You can cry. Let them emotions out. Let them emotions out. You can tell us, girl. Oh, she just tried to break her down and make her start crying at the table like a punk ass bitch. But I'm like, oh, shoot. I won't cry. No, we're just friends. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tear. No, I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, it didn't happen. But Juicy did try to pull out the tears. I know you seen it, right? This episode was all over the place, and it was ridiculous. And like I said, I had to simplify it into these two little takes, because I had about 24 little videos that was so long-winded, like it had to be a 7-hour video. All right. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and the show came on at like motherfucking 9 or 10 or something. So yeah, it's that late. The video was that long and now it is done. So if you agree with what I said, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments and tell me why. If I missed something that you caught, let me know so that I could be a part of the joke, so I can understand what the hell is going on, so I don't miss nothing, you know what I mean? And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks so much for watching. While you're here, check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and health channel that you can check out. And I even give out a couple of free workouts on my fitness channel. Don't forget to subscribe.